So far, like the scientific or like the entire Alzheimer's community has been hearing about the amyloid cascade separately and then the tau hypothesis separately. But there's a strong belief that that these entities do not behave independently. They do affect each other. And in fact, animal studies have shown that amyloid causes tau to gain different kinds of conformations, mostly pathological conformations, which result in tau behaving more pathological, like it aggregates faster, it spreads faster. And so if we were like my professor, Dr. Raj, he's the one training me on doing this modeling. So we thought maybe if we could translate this biological observation into a mathematical model to further apply it to different data sets, and just, so that's how we thought about amyloid tau interaction. And proteins, pathological proteins spreading across networks is also a pretty well-known phenomena, known from studies on prions. So they spread along connected regions. Similarly, in Parkinson's, also alpha-synuclein also spreads the same way. So even amyloid and tau spread the same way. And so applying a network-based model to see the spread of these two proteins together was the intention. So the network diffusion model is a graph theory-based model. So the graph theory is you have brain regions that are treated as nodes that are like the spots in the graph, like the hubs of the graph, and then the white matter projections are the edges or the connecting fibers between the brain regions. And again, like I said, prion-like transmission of these misfolded proteins occurs along these edges to the different nodes. And so the network diffusion, as the name suggests, models this diffusion along the network. A Laplacian transform is applied to the graph, and then that's how the modeling is done. So the advancement was the original NDM, network diffusion model, or NDM, did not model two things at the same time. It was either modeling amyloid spread or tau spread, but the main advancement is that because not just one thing, but many things affect the spread of that one thing. And so the advancement was that interaction of amyloid and tau that we presented, and also the effect of other kinds of cells on the spread of tau. So my work was to see how microglia, the brain's immune cells, how they affect the spread of tau. So basically, it's called the extended NDM, the eNDM, which is the update to the NDM. And this is to see what other things you can add to explain the spread of tau or amyloid better.